Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gene of CJJ IT Solutions, and today we're going to go in a little bit into Excel. Hopefully, the first of many videos. Again, this is geared towards the beginner. Just some of the basic things you can do in Excel. Up here today, we have Excel. This is 2007. Okay, quite a bit of a change from the previous versions of Microsoft Excel, and we're going to go through some of the very basic things you can do in the worksheet. Again, if you used Excel in the past, you can see that though the interface looks a little bit different, it's not too hard to really get in here and get going. Okay, so let's just start. We're going to start with just inputting some data and usage of some very simple formulas. Okay, so going to go into B3. We're going to plug in some values. I'm going to put 45 here. Let's say 10, 16, and let's throw a decimal in here as well. Say 19.3. Okay. So we have our 4 cells here. Some very simple values in our 4 cells, and let's say we want to add these up. Okay. Now, we're going to start with equal as always. Now, just so you know, what does the equal sign do? It tells Excel to open up the calculator because we're going to do some kind of math here. Okay. Generally, we have our equal sign, our function. In this case, it's going to be sum, which is addition, and we're going to have our parameters in parentheses. So, I'm going to say equal, and we're going to hit sum. And again, very helpful stuff comes up here. Few options, and if you select them, you have a very handy tooltip which kind of tells you, okay, this is what this formula does. Okay, now we have sum, and I'm going to take my pointer right over the 45, hold down the left click, and we're going to drag it down. Go ahead and close our parentheses. So sum will equal the range B3 through B6. Okay, and we're going to add these up. Okay, so if we add all these numbers up, we have 90.3. Okay, now let's take this out for a second. Now, obviously, the summation of numbers is something that's very common. So if we move up here to the toolbar on the upper right-hand corner, we see auto sum. Okay, very easy. We just click it, hit enter, and we add it up. So let's do that again. Let's back this up a little bit here. Just hitting the backspace to delete that value. And again, once you hit auto sum, we have these dotted lines running around our values. So basically, Excel is asking you, is this what you want to add up? And at this point, you have the option to change it. We can go in here and kind of reselect what we want, switch it up a little bit. So let's just add these up once again. And again, we have 90.3. Okay. The beauty of this is our spreadsheet is alive, so we can kind of change the values here. Let's change the 45 to a 30. And the 90.3 is now 75.3. So on and so forth. We can kind of switch all these values around. Okay. Okay. So it's pretty nifty. All right. Let's try some more basic functions here. Let's say we want the average of these 4 numbers, and we're going to start again. Equal sign. That's how we start all of our formulas in Excel. And in this case, average. Okay. Now we have 4 average functions which might fit this criteria, and this is good because, again, if we select this, it tells us the definition. Okay, so we're just going to do the regular average, and let's open this up. There we go. 37. Okay, the average of these 4 values is 37, and we can always switch any of these up, and the value changes as such. Okay. Another favorite of mine, we have the minimum, which will pull the minimum number from this range, and we have the max. Okay. And out of these 4, we have 98 as the high number here. I'm going ahead and change the 16 to 105, and our formula adjusts accordingly. Okay. Now, it's just something with formulas here. Let's try something a little bit different. I'm going to move over to the D column, okay? And I'm going to plug some more values in here. Let's say 50, 55, 60, 65. Over here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Look at that. Let's take this down to 125, and let's highlight these as such, and we'll bring it down. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. Here you have usage of the fill handle. Excel will recognize a series for you. Okay, so this is very helpful. Now I just put in a couple of days of the week and it'll go ahead and fill everything in for me. I have a series here by 5 in the D column, and then it goes ahead and fills everything for me. Now, we only need to fill in 2 of them. It'll kind of recognize the series for us. So let's go over to the G column. I'm going to put 2 and then 4. Excel knows this is a series by 2 now. Okay, so I'm going to highlight these 2 cells. Now, if you look to the bottom right-hand section, of these selected cells, you have this little box here. It's called the fill handle. And I'm going to put my pointer over it, and you know you're clutching that fill handle when I get that black plus sign, and we'll kind of bring it down. And there we have our series. Okay? And we did that with days of the week. We have Monday and Tuesday. Try that again. And here we go. Okay, we can probably do this. Let's try this with the months now. February. And here we go, all the way down to December. Okay. Now again, we're just scratching the surface with some of the things you could do here in Excel. Great spreadsheet software. Great for organizing. Multitude of uses. Okay. Now that's going to wrap it up for today. Just some basic usage of formulas and the series and fill handle in Excel. And thank you for watching, and happy holidays. We'll see you soon.